in the warehouse this afternoon. We just sorted some stuff out for our run to soldiers tomorrow. We just managed to acquire another 2 camouflage nets, but we've got a slight problem here. As everybody knows that follows us, we try wherever possible to help military, to help soldiers front and zero line, not just in Zaporizhia, but all along the line from one end to the other. You'll have seen our posts. We either get stuff delivered by Nova Posta, we get stuff delivered by military units that are going in that area to soldiers that need stuff, and we also deliver ourselves when we can. We're running low on military gear, thanks to a very, very generous lady that donated quite a bit of money to us. We've managed to get some of the more expensive stuff, EcoFlow, a load of tourniquets, bandages, drone repair kits and things like that. And we've got enough to get a few more bits and pieces. But what we need is some more people recognising the fact that if we don't help the soldiers, the war will come closer and closer and further inside of Ukraine, which means more civilians will get injured, killed, more houses will be destroyed, more hospitals will be destroyed. So this is another plea, and it's a very, very serious plea. We can only buy so much stuff with the money that you donate. Once we run out of that, then we have to rely on stuff that's donated, and there isn't enough stuff to help the soldiers. Soldiers are screaming out, and I think lots of charities will say the same thing. They are screaming out for some of the basic stuff. Tourniquets, bandages, chest seals are one of the things that everybody is screaming out for. Camouflage nets, right? I think every single battalion up and down the line is screaming out for those things. Simple things. Look, this is going to a military unit tomorrow, right? A hell of a lot of these things. We bought most of these, but even things, toilet roll, zero line. You cannot get toilet roll because there are no shops. Wet wipes. There is no water, so they have to have some way of getting clean. Energy drinks, yes, we managed to get hold of some of them. We buy some is donated. Basic stuffs like paracetamol. Again, there's no shops, they can't buy them. So, please. We know it's difficult to get stuff from the UK, from other countries into Ukraine, okay? We're not asking you to send a van load. We can buy 99% of the stuff that is needed by soldiers here. We've 3.5 years I've been doing this. I think nearly 2 years now, me and Alina working together. We've put thousands of posts up. I think everybody can trust us now with your £10, your £20 to see where it's actually going. We need to buy hundreds of these. 200 hryvnia each, which is pennies. We can buy hundreds of them in this area. We need toilet rolls, we can buy them, they're pennies. Paracetamol and everything else we can buy here, again, in bulk, pennies. Tourniquets, bandages, chest seals we can buy here. That cuts down the shipping costs, that cuts down delivery costs. We see hundreds and hundreds of vans coming into Ukraine every single day, and they're filled with stuff for civilians. Okay, we just had massive attacks on Kiev, and everybody's going, oh, this is disgusting. We just had massive attacks on us here in Zaporizhia last night. Everybody's going, this is disgusting. But how do you think those attacks are going to stop? The only way those attacks are going to stop is if we help the military to fight the Russians and push the Russians back to end the war. If we don't support the military, the Russians keep on coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. And 6 months' time, 12 months' time, maybe 1 year's time, because this war isn't going to end quickly, they will be sat on the gates of Kiev. They will be sat on the gates of Lviv. And that's fact. Look how quickly, anybody that follows what is happening in this war, look how quickly they are already pushing the Ukrainians back. Because the Ukrainians have nothing. They've got shit weapons. The weapons that have been promised by the West are arriving in little dribs and drabs. So come on, please. If you've got a van coming over to Ukraine, find some military stuff to stick in it. Give it to us or give it to another front zero line charity that can deliver to front and zero line soldiers. Not soldiers 100 kilometres away, but soldiers who are fighting actually where the fighting is. There's no point giving it to soldiers 100 kilometres away. It won't get to front and zero lines. Those soldiers will still have nothing, right? And it's very easy to find out who's doing the right thing. Look at their posts. Look at where they go. Look at the type of soldiers that you're giving. If you're giving stuff to soldiers in a brand new gun without scratches, brand new body armour, brand new boots, the chances are he's never been anywhere near any fighting. If you're seeing soldiers in mismatched gear, with trainers with holes in, body armour that's ripped and falling apart, yeah, the chances are they're actually fighting or in fighting areas, right? You know, please, 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 people, we can only do so much here, right? We only have a limited amount of money that people donate to buy stuff with, and we only have a very limited amount of aid that people give to us. If everybody gets together, all the big charities, all the little charities, if you start to understand this, if you don't help the soldiers, the war will keep on coming. So please, uniforms, trousers, t-shirts, the odd jacket, all military stores have got them. If you want to help Ukraine, go to your local military store and say, what would serving soldiers need? They will tell you, and just buy one item, give it to your local charity and ask them to send it to us, or to send it to another charity that's supporting front and zero line. If you've got a couple of quid spare at the end of the month, you know, £5. £5 buys one of these. Covers people, covers tanks, covers other equipment. It also covers ambulances. It also covers hospitals, temporary hospitals, stab points. Without these, so £2 can save a life. So please, 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 people, we need help here in Zaporizhia, and we know that other charities that do the same thing, other teams that do the same thing that we do. We're risking our life to try and help to save Ukrainian lives. You can help us to help Ukrainian soldiers to fight the Russians and to stop this war. If you don't help us, the war is going to keep on. More and more villages and towns are going to keep on getting taken. More and more people are going to die. Thank you.